Welcome to the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Monday, September 28th. This is Gina McGuire. We are not expecting any significant impacts to fire potential this week. However, winds will be increasing, especially towards Wednesday and Thursday, with some lower humidity, but also we'll see wet weather over the northern half of the Great Basin, along with decreasing temperatures. Looking at the precipitation and lightning over the last 24 hours, yesterday we did see some thunderstorms over southeast Idaho into far northern Utah and Wyoming, and these did produce some light amounts of precipitation. Overall, over the last 7 days, dry conditions have continued with the exception of that precipitation up over southern Idaho into northern Utah, and over the last 30 days, we've seen good amounts of rainfall over the eastern two-thirds of the Great Basin, with still very dry conditions over parts of western and southern Nevada. The water vapor satellite image from this morning shows plenty of moisture up across Utah into Wyoming and southern Idaho, as a cold front that pushed into the area yesterday has now moved well east. It will keep showers and thunderstorms today active across much of Utah into parts of southwest Wyoming. High pressure that is bringing us warm and dry temperatures recently has been pushed further south, and this will allow low pressure off the coast to approach the area, allowing for some increasing winds and precipitation as we move through the week. Significant fire potential still remains low to moderate across the region and is highest across the western half of Nevada, where conditions have been much more dry. Today temperatures will decrease from what we've seen over the weekend, about 5 to 10 degrees, with highs only reaching the low to mid 80s over the valleys of Nevada and Utah, and into the 70s or near 80 degrees across Idaho. Again, those showers and thunderstorms will continue today across Utah into southwest Wyoming and far southeast Idaho. As we move into Tuesday, this area of low pressure starts to move a little bit closer to the west coast, and this may bring the chance for a little bit more cloudiness and possibly some showers into parts of western Nevada and northern Nevada and stretch into Utah. However, right now instability looks pretty weak, so any thunderstorms look like they remain east into Utah. Continued low to moderate fire potential is expected across the Great Basin. Temperatures will remain somewhat consistent on Tuesday and may increase a little bit across Idaho in the wake of that cold front as the front moves much further east, however will still remain above normal. Again, any showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday will likely be located across Wyoming and Utah, however we could see a few sprinkles across parts of northern Nevada. As we move into Wednesday and this low is closer again, we'll see a little bit more moisture and chances for some light showers or possible thunderstorms over parts of western and northern Nevada and back up into Idaho and down into northern Utah and Wyoming. Fire potential will be decreasing across Idaho and northern Utah as we see additional moisture. Looking at relative humidity on Wednesday, and those winds will also be increasing as the low moves closer, we may see some gusts around 30 miles per hour along the Sierra front and also possibly stretching into central and eastern Nevada, along with relative humidity in the low to mid-teens. By Thursday, this area of low pressure finally starts to move across the western half of the Great Basin, and this will help bring some cooler temperatures to Nevada and also push the moisture further east, mainly over the eastern half of the Great Basin, with the better chances of wetting rains further north up into Idaho. We will continue to see low to moderate fire potential across Nevada and generally low fire potential further east and north. By Friday, this area of low pressure moves into the Rockies. However, we'll still likely see showers and thunderstorms across Idaho, parts of Utah, and Wyoming, with dry conditions back into Nevada. By this weekend, this area of low pressure continues to move off to the east. We may still see some lingering showers or thunderstorms across Utah on Saturday and possibly into far eastern Utah on Sunday. However, high pressure will rebuild across the Great Basin, bringing a return of increasing temperatures later in the weekend and also dry conditions. Looking at the current fire danger indices across the Great Basin, ERCs have been increasing with the very warm and dry conditions, especially across Nevada and Utah, and are near or just above the 80th percentile over the Sierra front. However, further east, we're seeing some decreases in ERCs with the recent wet weather yesterday over parts of southern Idaho into northern Utah. In these areas across Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming, we'll see continuing decreasing ERCs through the week due to cooler temperatures and increasing moisture. Looking at the first to second week of October, above normal temperatures will likely return, along with dry conditions over the western half of the Great Basin, with some moisture potentially returning to Utah. That concludes the briefing for today. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Thank you for listening.